Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be going through some brand new LEGO Marvel 2022 news that we've just received, and this is regarding 11 sets that we're going to be seeing release in 2022. So I have a list here that is from a website called BrickMerge, so I'll be sure to link that down below, and the information is also being reported on here by 1414 Falcon Fan over on Instagram, so I'll be sure to link them down below as well. So thanks so much to both of those information sources there, and without further ado, let's get straight into it here. So we have the list here, which has been nicely formatted here by 1414 Falcon Fans, so thanks so much to them. And this looks like a really exciting sort of roster here of sets. So for some of them, we don't have any actual set names, but for a few of them, we have some small details, so we'll kind of jump through them here. I'm not going to read off the set numbers of every single one, because I feel like that might get a bit repetitive, but for the first one here, you can see at the top, we have the Marvel Avengers Classic right here, and this one's listed as being $10, and as you can see, there's two more below it, which are also of the same price point, including the Marvel Avengers Classic once again, and then a Marvel Spider-Man one. So my best guess with these would be that they're going to probably be a new wave of mechs, is what I would assume, because they seem to do those in sets of 3, and then of course kind of bundle them together at the end of their year of release. So that's what I'm kind of assuming is going to happen with these, but that's also just a guess. Of course, we could end up seeing a whole new concept here, something similar to kind of how we transition from like Mighty Micros to the mechs. Maybe we could see something brand new in regard to this, because of course I can't really guess what it's going to be with the Avengers Classic. I mean, there are some classic Avengers that we are missing mechs for. Of course, we've had like Captain America, Thor, we've seen Iron Man receive a mech. I do apologize if forgetting any other core Avengers, but of course you have characters like Black Widow, Hawkeye, ones like that who are part of the Avengers. And if you branch out, I mean, there's so many Avengers members, but I'm just trying to think of like classic ones, so that could be very intriguing as well. And then for Spider-Man, I'm not sure, sky's the limit basically with that, because of course there's so many variations of Spider-Man. It might not be the standard version, it might be a completely different one, so pretty excited for all of those. Then the next one is set number 76205, which is the Marvel theatrical one, which is going to retail for $30. So for this one, sounds like it's going to be based off of one of the films, and what's interesting is this is the only one that's labeled under Marvel theatrical, so I'm really curious if maybe this could possibly be, I'm trying to think of what other things it could be. I was going to say the Disney Plus series, because maybe we could see something for like Hawkeye or something of that sort, or maybe even because for most of the shows, of course, other than What If, we didn't really get to see sets for them, so we could see something like that. And I know it's not really theatrical, I suppose, releasing in theaters, so that might not be the case. Of course, we have other things releasing as well, such as the new Thor film, Love and Thunder, and then of course the next Black Panther film as well. So I'm not sure what it's going to be, although I would assume with those films, we're probably going to see a lot more sets for them than just one single one, and of course this is just the only one that's labeled as that. And then you have the Doctor Strange film as well, the next one, so there's so many possibilities, it's very hard to guess, but it seems like it's just might be a singular one for the film or the series, I'm not too sure. Then the next one is a Marvel Avengers one, which is going to be $40. So for this one, not too sure. Once again, it's so difficult to guess with this. I mean, there's so many different characters who I would just love to see from the comics. Now, seeing that this is labeled as Marvel Avengers, I wonder if it's going to kind of continue from the Marvel Avengers line that was really heavily inspired by the game that released. Now, that feels kind of unlikely considering that game didn't really do too well, but at the same time, you have to consider that, of course, LEGO has to plan sets really far in advance, so maybe there is the possibility that it could be something connected to that, but I'm honestly not too sure what it could be. Maybe we could get like Kamala Khan, of course, Miss Marvel, that could be kind of cool, so something like that, maybe featuring that character, not too sure. Once again, ages. Basically a guess with no information here to go off of. Then the next ones here, we'll quickly just blaze through them here. Once again, I won't read the set numbers because you can see them on the screen, but we have a $20 set, two $50 ones, we have a $10 set, a $30 one, and then a $20 one. Now these ones are kind of like not separate like set number wise, but they don't have any names to them, so I'm not sure if these could be from completely new like films and new just shows as well. So that's what I'm kind of guessing it's going to wind up being. Maybe possibly comic book sets, but it kind of seems like the other ones might be that are labeled up above, of course, other than the theatrical one, but I'm not too sure. It's so hard to guess. I would love to see Fantastic Four sets, absolutely think that would be amazing. Maybe X-Men sets as well. Of course, we've seen a few sort of like a teaser for that, I suppose, in the artwork for the Infinity Saga sets, of course, with like seeing Wolverine in the box art. So maybe something of that sort. I think that could be really cool. And of course, you have to keep in mind as well that it's going to be, I believe, the 10-year anniversary for the Marvel theme next year. So that's very exciting. Of course, I think we're going to see some big things for the theme. So maybe a continuation of the Infinity Saga sets, which I think would be so great, because so many of those early on movies and even the more recent ones, I feel like there's so much more that they can do from those sets or from those films and put them into sets. So really excited for that. But that's basically everything here on the list. There isn't too much more to say, and I don't want to speculate too much because I don't really know. If I come up with more ideas, maybe I'll do separate videos talking about concepts and ideas that I have for these sets. But thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know your theories for these set names here, or what the sets could possibly be, and just kind of let me know your overall thoughts. I really appreciate you checking out the video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. Also subscribe as well if you would like to check out some of my other content. That would be highly appreciated. So thanks so much. I'll see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.